Alrighty. Alright, cool. Let's go on. Alright, make sure it's here. Say good. No chat. Okay. Oh, okay, just me. Okay. Everybody, I'm going live here on YouTube. Normally I go on either Meetup or I go on Instagram. And I just want to get on here to let you know who I am, especially if you're going to be on this channel, just to see what we're about and what I do when it comes to helping people get into grad school. My name is Bill. I'm from GMAT and GRE Math Made Simple. We go through and get people ready for the GMAT or GRE math sections. We'll go through and make sure that they're prepared for the test itself, whether it's going to be through math concepts, whether it's test strategies, or maybe it's just putting yourself in the actual test environment itself. Especially now that we have the test being online at the house or at your home, it's great. You can go through and do all that in the comfort of your PJs or whatever. Um, and that's cool. But I do know that when it comes to sitting there for a standardized test, no matter where you are, you kind of feel a little tense, like a little, like nervousness because of having to be watched for like 4 hours and can't have nothing on your desk. You got a basic calculator, like I did have one here, but it was like no more than the plus minus multiply and divide, and that's pretty much it. And you have like a little piece of paper that you have, like not even, it's like a laminated graph paper. They give you like a soft, dry erase marker. So it's kind of kind of jarring when you sit there and you have to do that, and you're not used to being in that situation. So that's what we go through when we do help people do that. We either do it many times to where people get used to someone staring at them, which can work, cannot work. Uh, but after practice, it seems like everyone gets a little competent at it. My thing is, practice does not make perfect, because perfect is something that you don't have. But I do believe that practice makes proficiency, because the more you practice it, the better off you are at something. So we do that. We also do want to do just the math concepts. Sometimes the stuff that we do here at GMAT, Math Made Simple, is stuff that we do, we do all the time, but the lessons of math that we have, that's what you see, that's what you would see on the GMAT or GRE math sections, is stuff that you probably haven't practiced in a long time, especially if you have, finished not grad school, undergrad, got your bachelor's degree or less, and maybe 5, 10 years ago, not even. Sometimes the math that you do could be right after you graduate with your undergrad and you go right into grad school. But the math is something that you probably did maybe back in high school. And of course, it's one of those skills that you kind of miss and you forget because one, you don't think about it. Two, you don't really use it in life. And three, you just don't do it in general. You forget. So that's fine. That's what we do here. We go and remind you how to go through and get ready, do practice questions. We do that. What I usually do for me here, because I love helping people get into grad schools, I have a meetup group that we do. I can put that in the first comment if I can figure out how to do that. This is my first time going live, at least on YouTube at least. And I'll go through and put the link there. The meetup that meets twice a month. Usually it's like one or two topics per month, and that'll be about it. You give some questions and then just move on to the next thing. I do that so people can check out what I do, how I am, and how we can work together. That's just one of the things that I love doing. So when it comes to doing that, I like to have people go into meetup. But there's some people like who've called me, or even text me, or even emailed me that say, "Hey, I need help with this. I want to get ready," and then bam, we do it. So of course, I offer one-on-ones as well. I have single sessions. I also have like a 1 month program, maybe 2 sessions. It all depends on what you really want and how far you are along the journey. I currently have one client right now who's almost pretty much ready. She just has some minor improvements to do, mostly dealing with data sufficiency and or not, yeah, data sufficiency or interpretation, and just general practice of the actual test with someone watching. Um, so that's something that we've worked on and we're going to be working on for the next week before it takes a test. So there's always some good stuff there. I love working with people because it gives me the opportunity to help people get into grad school, which can then have them move up in the social ladder. You know, social mobility is something that I really, really harp on. I don't really care um, what you're doing in life as long as you want to better yourself. I do hope that if you're going to grad school, it's not because you just want a degree because you want a degree. It's something that you do because maybe it's the first time being in your family someone went to grad school. Maybe it's because you need to go into the next level of your career, or maybe you want to go into a new career and you want to get a new degree. Would help you with that. You know, any good reason besides just having a degree is good enough for me to want to work with you. Also, I like working around a flexible schedule. Normally till 7 is when I usually like to work to. Sessions can vary depending on your needs, but normally they're an hour and a half long, 90 minutes. It's good stuff, you know. Um, and yeah, that's pretty much what I do when it comes to here. I like helping people get into grad school because I think that's important. Um, what I can say next is uh, I'm not like those other how do you want to say this other institutions. Like you have Kaplan and all those other spots that have their expensive tutors that pretty much make the same thing, do the same thing I do, except they're more in a strict or more stringent, like I don't know, I feel like they're a standardized type of learning curve or learning program, and I'm just kind of like, well, we're gonna work on something that's more personalized to you, not just an overall thing. And I like doing that because I don't want to be teaching the same people over and over and over the same thing. That gets boring. And of course, each person is not the same. Each person has their own intellectual capabilities, someone more, someone less. And I don't really care which one you are. I want to make sure that you get into grad school. And if my part on here being the quantitative section or the math section, that would be great. You know, um, I could have said this earlier, but normally when it comes down to recruiters or academic admissions counselors for grad school, they look at the quantitative section a little bit more heavily if you're getting a business degree. Maybe not so much if you're going to be going into like public affairs or something that deals with nothing math wise. They might do that, but most people that I work with are getting like engineering degrees, um, business degrees, stuff that requires some math that you have to handle. And the quantitative section will be the one that will help them get in if they're borderline. If not, then just having a high score overall is great. Uh, so that's what I do. But back to the whole standardization from the other places. One, they're like really expensive. Uh, the success rates are okay, but when you think about the percentages, it's usually in volume. So that means that yeah, 80% might or 90% might get into school, but how many of them have not worked and they spent thousands of dollars on somebody who hasn't done anything? I kind of feel like they just took your money and run. And I am not that person. I cannot stand that. So the reason why I like to do the own personalization stuff because it means that we can work on what you like. Um, we like to work on stuff that will improve your score, and of course, there's possibility that we can do some practice tests before we get ready. Of course, that all depends on your own schedule and what you want to do. So that's what we do here at GMAT Jury Math Made Simple. We go and make sure you have a nice little customized plan for you. You can talk at the beginning. There's a free consultation, which I'll put a link in there as well. Underneath the first comment, let's put them both in there. And we do great things. I like doing this to help people get into grad school. Again, I'll keep saying it because I love people getting education. Education is important. Um, and the more you know, the better it is, I feel. And the thing about it is that with all the fake news and everything going around, I just feel like, you know, to distinguish between what's real and what's not uh, would help. And I like to let people be known that, like, okay, get into grad school, you probably know what's really going on because you're actually in it. Uh, but I digress at that point. But just thought I'd let you guys know what I do here on this channel. If you have any questions, I'm pretty sure you could probably put a comment down here somewhere. There's something else I was going to say as well. Oh yeah, we have another meetup coming up here in the next few weeks. I believe it's the 27th. Let's see, what's today's date? Today is the 15th. I think we have one on, let's see, 24th. I have to look again. But I know we have one in a couple of weeks. If you want to look at what we have going on over the next few weeks, we have meetup. There's a New York City meetup, NYC meetup. I can't even say the name right. Let's see, we'll double check my name right here quick on here so I can not screw it up. Sometimes I forget. Oh yeah, it is a NYC GMAT and Jerry Math Meetup group. That's the free group that we have here. We now got like 36 members, and yeah, October 26th. Yeah, 26th is our next meetup. I also have another group which I just started here that deals with a monthly membership deal where we go and do more lives 4 times a month for the quiz at the end. And basically, we go over two really hard and most advanced sections of math, some strategies, and here's some questions to do. And then afterwards, we go through and get a quiz at the end, see what you learn. And then, of course, you always have access to me through email, so there's always that as well. So, but that's the difference between the free group and the paid group. You know, the paid group is a little bit more. It's like 69 bucks, which isn't too bad, especially when you get all the stuff that I'm going to give you when it comes to strategies, questions, and practice. Gives you prepared for the exam, especially if your exam is going to be at 6 to 9, maybe 12 months away, and go from there. You know, that's the stuff that I like to help you guys out with. So, just letting you guys know here that, of course, Camp is open. I hope you guys. I think I'll end it here because might have been talking a little bit too much, maybe. I don't know. But anyway, if you want to get a hold of me, you can always hit up my email with contact at gmatjerrymathmadesimple.com. You can hit up the website gmatjerrymathmadesimple.com, or you can hit up our meetup, which is NYC GMAT and GRE Math Math Meetup Group. It'll be based out of New York City. Look us up and join. It's free, and you can see how I do things here. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys go. I hope you guys stay safe out there. If you need help or anything like that, like I said, contact me. I'll leave some links in the comments so you can go through and look at them, and we'll go from there. So hope you guys stay safe. You know, stay away from COVID. If you do have COVID, please stay safe and be quarantined and heal up quick. All right. Talk to you later. Bye bye.